Do you own a slightly used BMW? Has it started to make noises like this? Are you afraid to take it to the dealer because of their outrageous prices? Worry no more, friends, because today I'm going to show you exactly what's needed to fix your car. Welcome back to the garage, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to shift gears and take a little bit of a break from our big block project, and I'm going to talk to you about our 2012 535. So in the last video, I showed you guys this noise our car was making. I decided to tackle it with the cheapest solution first, which was an aftermarket Pcv valve. I mean, for the time and money, you really can't go wrong with this thing. It's less than $20 and it's really not hard to get to, so we're gonna go for it. The installation went okay, but the result was less than satisfactory. In fact, I think it made the noise a little worse. In an attempt to band-aid the problem further, I went ahead and downloaded an app called Beamer Code, and I turned off the auto start-stop. That certainly helped reduce the frequency of the noise, but the noise was still there. So the next logical step to fix this thing was to replace the valve cover, but I started shopping around and the price point on those things is a little bit excessive. So after scouring the internet for some time, looking at different parts, reviews, ratings, comments, I came across this part on Amazon.com for under $100. So rather than buying a part and just showing you guys a video of me installing a part, I took a little bit of a different approach. I decided to not only install the part, but to test it, put it through its paces and see if it's any count. So today's video is all about that part. Can you buy an aftermarket part and save a few dollars without sacrificing quality and dependability of your ride? Let's go find out. So I'm gonna break this down into three different categories. First thing I'm gonna look at is delivery time and packaging. Secondly, we're gonna look at quality of the product itself and the workmanship. Last and finally, we're gonna look at the performance and compatibility of the part itself. 2 short days later, here we are with the part. Let's check this thing out. So as far as packaging goes, I hate to say it, but this thing starts off on the wrong foot. I just don't think this is sufficient to protect this part. What they've used is just a thin layer of just economy bubble wrap, and the part just lays right in the box. And if you look, the box is already coming apart and it's got some holes from the pokey bits poking through. That's not good. Despite my concerns, when I pull it out of the package, it actually looks like it survived okay, but I think this is definitely an area this product could make some improvements. So let's move on and have a look at product quality. Now this thing appears just like a factory part. It's got the same kind of finish to it. It's got all the captured bolts and everything. It's even got the necessary warning stickers for the people that Darwin hasn't got to yet. All right, so now that we've got it flipped over, you can see that it does come complete with a gasket. Looks like this thing is just ready to install. The inside, all the inner castings or molds or whatever, they don't have any rough edges. Like nothing looks like it's low quality here. This looks just as good as a factory part in my opinion. So this being an aftermarket part imported from China, I'm sure some of you guys are thinking the material this is actually made out of is just not the same quality. Well, it says right here, PA66-GF. That is an injection molded nylon with glass reinforcement. So it's got glass fiber in nylon. I looked this stuff up and it has a melting point of 262 degrees Celsius. This is some tough plastic, and the glass fiber makes it a strong plastic. Like this is almost structural kind of material. So I don't think there's a part material issue here at all. In fact, as far as quality of the component, I'm going to give this thing a thumbs up. So let's move on to fitment and performance. Fitment, this thing gets an A+. It's set perfectly on the head, all the bolts lined up and easily threaded in, all the connections lined up and plugged right in as well. There was no issues there. There was one small issue, and you guys may run into this as well. So it's no fault of the cam cover itself, but when I was changing it, this hose right here that goes between the cam cover and the intake pipe, it broke. It was very brittle and I could literally just take it and crumble it to bits. So my one regret and my piece of advice for you guys is if you're replacing your cam cover, go ahead and pick up one of these tubes. I went ahead and bought one aftermarket. I don't think it was more than about $25. And just like the cam cover, it's been doing great. So lastly, let's talk about performance. How did this part perform? That's a really easy one too, because it's been great. I've had no issues with oil leaks. I've had no issues with check engine lights. As far as performance, this thing gets an A+ as well. So there you have it. While I feel like it came up a little bit short when it comes to packaging, it does seem to be a quality product, and the performance is not just good enough, but to me just as good as the factory parts. Now, what I've done for you guys is down in the description below, I have links to both of these products. If you do purchase this product via those links, it does help out the channel and help me bring you guys more content. So good or bad, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Guys, that's about all I have for you today. I'm gonna go check the mailbox for some big block parts. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.